On Saturday, November 2nd, starting at noon, Kevin Williams is helping sick kids by playing video games. He needs your help to raise $1,000 for the CHIO Foundation. Donate at extra-life.org/participants/347875.
Lights, camera, action. Cut!
Welcome to Ropes to Reels, part of WrestleMedia, where everything is wrestling, and wrestling is everything. I'm at Adam Kota.
That's Sir F word. This was stupid.
I feel like I did that wrong. Can I try that again?
You want to do the whole thing?
Yeah, let's try it again.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to Ropes to Reels, maggots.
Oh, no, this is a bit.
Did I say you could speak, maggot?
This will only work if you can do the line.
Well, which one are we talking about?
Oh, we're doing the dirty bag. Do you remember? I don't know what the heck he said, but dude, that was insane.
Well, you do the line, and then I'll see if I can.
I think it was filthy, dirty ditty bag. Hold on.
Ditty bag?
I think there was something like a ditty bag.
What didn't Diddy do?
Hold on. Let me see if I can look up the quotes in IMDb and see if I can't find it. Because the only man that could sell that line was Sergeant Slaughter.
You're absolutely right about that. There's no question.
So this will take a bit. But, dude, this was stupid.
Yeah, it was.
You know, so this kind of came out of left field. My
choice.
My choice.
Yeah.
The reason I even came up with it was my friend Jack.
Oh, okay.
I had talked to him and said...
He has that disease where he ages very fast.
What?
The Robin Williams movie. It was a reference to the Robin Williams movie of the same name. Jack.
Okay.
Do you not remember that movie?
Nope, I haven't seen that one.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Well, Jack is about a movie. It's about a movie. It's a movie about a guy, a little boy who ages rapidly. So he's got like reverse Benjamin Button syndrome.
That's Robin Williams.
And he's played by Robin Williams as a young boy who looks like he's 40.
That's a good casting choice. All right, I found it. I don't know if
watch the movie and then tell me if you believe that.
Sure. I found it.
Okay. What's the line?
You're going nowhere, space. I can't. Let me try. Do
you want me just to read it?
Yeah, it's literally the top paragraph.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Ditty bag. An itty bitty ditty bag. Got it?
Itty bitty ditty bag.
All right, here we go. Let's try this. My Sergeant Slaughter impression. You're going nowhere, Space Case. You're here because you're an industrial strength foul up. My job is to whip you into shape, and I mean whip. There's only two ways out of my command. On your feet like a man, or in a ditty bag. An itty bitty ditty bag. You got it?
You were close. You were very close. You had the intensity.
I just tried to channel him as best I could.
But the thing is, there's only one Sergeant Slaughter.
You know what I should have done?
What's
should have
that?
stuck my chin out really
there you go.
And that would have done it.
Touch the sky.
My apologies to all of the listeners out there who popped on that.
Had to slowly turn their volume down.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to level it out so it's not as bad.
I'm now just going to go through the quotes because, hey, we're talking G.I. Joe, the movie made back in early 80s, early 90s, late 80s. I don't actually know.
Well, there's a lot of different G.I. Joe films out there, but we're not talking Retaliation yet. Look, it's going to happen.
I know, but the thing is, I actually have a soft spot for Rise of Cobra.
Okay.
But
now why?
Well, we'll save that for Retaliation because we're never going to be able to talk about Rise of Cobra. There's no connection. I looked.
Okay. Yes, there isn't, unfortunately. But there is Retaliation, yes. I like Rise of Cobra, too. I don't think it's that bad.
No, and everyone's like, oh, they're both terrible. It's like, one is unequivocally, and it's god-awful. But the first one, it's a throwback to, what if Demolition Man had like a lot of money and a bad writer?
I like them both pretty okay. I thought they were all right. They weren't anything special, but they were fun. But I'll admit, I think maybe the first one is a little bit more fun, but only because it's dumb and it knows it's dumb. Kind of like this movie.
I don't know if this movie knew it was dumb.
No? You don't think that they kind of knew going into this, well, this is going to be really ridiculous?
Well, here, a little bit of a caveat. I've never actually seen a G.I. Joe cartoon.
Okay, well, neither have I.
Okay, so I don't know if the show is like this, and they just put the show on the big screen.
You're questioning whether or not it was true to the successor.
Yeah, like if this is just they put an extra large episode on the screen, or if they just actually went like all out stupid with it.
You know what? Looking at this right now, all apologies to these voice actors here, but I think Sergeant Slaughter might be the biggest name in this cast.
I mean, yeah,
outside of Peter Cullen, who plays Xandar, but he's really the only name that I'm looking through here that I recognize.
Who was the guy who was the snake dude?
The snake dude? You mean Cobra Commander?
No. The actual snake dude. He had a snake around his neck. He had this giant cobra headpiece. It was stupid. It was like Serpentor, Sepator.
Well, we have Pythona, but I don't think that's who it did. But Serpentor was Dick Gautier.
Who I don't know who Dick Gautier is, man, but Sergeant Slaughter and him sold the stupidest frickin'... No, wait, I'm thinking of somebody else. Not the Serpent. I am thinking of the Serpent. This movie, man.
Okay, wait. So are you thinking of Cobra Commander?
No.
No, you are thinking of Dick Gautier?
No, I'm not thinking of Dick Gautier.
You're not thinking of Serpentor?
No, I'm thinking of the leader, like the actual leader, the one that just looks like like somebody tried to draw Krang and was like high as all hell.
Well, I thought that was Cobra. Is Cobra Commander not like the leader?
No. Cobra Commander runs the Cobra unit. Then he has like this Serpentor guy on top of him, and on top of the Serpent guy, there's like I have no idea what they actually called him, but it's like, it starts with a G. It's like Glamator, Glamfer.
I'm just enjoying you trying to figure this out.
Gulamer. Hold on.
Keep going with it. Keep going. You're close. You're getting there.
Ganitar.
Ganitar.
I mean, in this movie, would you not expect a Ganitar?
Globalus.
Whoever Globalus is, that man sold it just as much as Sergeant Slaughter.
Burgess Meredith.
There you go. Yes.
So there you have there. So I now take it back. Obviously, clearly Burgess Meredith is the biggest name in this movie. So, and what a name! I love Burgess Meredith. I'll watch him in just about anything.
Oh, listen to him. That man. This plot. By the way,
but he wasn't even in like look at how far down on the list he is. Like I get that it was a smaller part in terms of screen time, but
also this was before Beauty and the Beast. No one cared about animated features until Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, but I mean he's a name. He's a Hollywood name. Why wouldn't you put him up at the top? Is what I'm saying.
Because no casual goer is going to see Burgess Meredith and then go to G.I. Joe. They're going to G.I. Joe for G.I. Joe.
Well, I'm just saying that maybe they should have. Maybe if they put him on there, they would have sold a few more tickets. I don't know.
Maybe. Regardless.
Oh, look at this. Don Johnson was in the movie, too.
What the hell was Don Johnson?
He was Lieutenant Falcon.
Oh, that's a stupid character.
So it looks like they did.
Which one? You decide.
It looks like they did put out some money for some names here. Rob Paulson was Snowjob.
Well, Rob Paulson's in everything.
Yeah, true. But, I mean, these are names that I recognize, but they didn't put them at the top. Frank Welker's in it.
Again, Frank Welker is you and I.
Yeah.
You go to a casual...
Right. He's an animated guy. Yeah, I get it. I understand. But that's just interesting to me that, like, they have the cast list on IMDb, and it's like, you know, Charlie Adler, which, you know, fine enough, but, you know, he's not Sergeant Slaughter is what I'm saying. He's no Robert Remus. All right, man. So let's talk about this a little bit. What did you think of the animation? Because obviously it's an animated feature, so we should talk about the animation a little bit.
That is my biggest shine of this movie.
It's good animation.
Animation is fluid as heck for its time.
Yeah, for 1987? Yeah.
Yeah, for 1987, for a movie based off of a TV show by the same production that put on the TV show, normally that's like garbage. I mean, I think the what is the term I want? It broke the rule.
An exception.
The exception to the rule. Thank you. You know where my brain is.
Yep.
Good thing I know. The exception to the rule would be Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, because that took the premise of Batman and like made it perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
But then look at Transformers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's actually a crime in 3 states to actually compare Batman Mask of the Phantasm to any Transformers movie.
Well, I meant
By the way,
I meant the animated feature with Orson Welles.
Oh, the movie from 86.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yeah.
when I'm
wow.
saying,
come on, specify that.
Well, I'm comparing it to G.I. Joe the movie. Which one did you think I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So that one is a good film, but it is different than the show. Transformers the movie.
Oh yeah, way different. I think way more mature.
And while this one seems like a campy 80s, it just seems like an extended episode where it doesn't actually seem like a movie.
Yeah, sure.
Know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Or at least not a quality one.
Yeah, you know what? I would say I agree with you on that one. It does seem just kind of like things just kind of get dragged on, or stuff just happens and doesn't happen just to move the plot forward. It's not really coherent. It's not a really coherent movie.
No, the story is a flaw, but the animation, they gave a crap. The opening 3 minutes, I timed it, 3 minutes and 34 seconds are gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really great. I mean, I like the way it looks for sure. I just wish that I cared about anything that was happening in that animation. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I cared about it in the beginning. It's just then they actually taught us about the characters. And like, I don't care. Except for one.
Okay, so all right, so let's talk about Cobra Commander then.
That voice is it's so hard to do, and I'm not going to continue that because how it hurts.
Yeah.
But, damn, that is...
Well, that's Frank Welker again.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was him, yeah.
I don't know, man.
I would be very surprised if it was not Frank Welker.
At this point, that man can just change his voice to be anything. But I don't know. I think maybe they brought the original cast. I don't know. The point is, I think
he was in the original
ladies
cast.
And gentlemen,
I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you through the plot.
Please do. Walk us through it.
All right. To walk through this plot, we're going to begin.
What an excellent choice of words.
Thank you. We are going to begin at...
No, he wasn't. He was not the voice of Cobra Commander.
Oh, they probably brought the guy from the TV show.
That makes
the most sense.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find him on this. Christopher Collins.
Good for you, Christopher.
He did a bunch of them, including Gung Ho, which is a pretty great name. Yes.
The names in G.I. Joe and He-Man Masters of the Universe are Shakespearean.
We're going to talk about one name in particular coming up in the fun facts for our patrons. So
cool. Okay. So we start off. Cobra Commander's just getting his butt reamed. You failed too many times, and we hate you. By the way, I don't know if this is the first time we're introduced to this snake demon, this Cleopatra fornication doll.
I don't either.
But, dude, he was stupid. I don't know how the snakes work. He kind of pulls them out and makes them into a spear and then tosses them, and they stab.
The greatest superpower ever.
Which is the weirdest thing. But anyway,
here's a question. Here's a question. If they were going to adapt this into a live-action remake, who would you get to play that part?
Dolph Lundgren.
Okay, I'll buy it.
There's no wrong answer.
No.
Either him or Adam Driver.
Yes, Adam Driver 1,000 times, yes.
I want to see Adam Driver have fun. Have you ever seen Logan Lucky?
No, it's on my to-watch list, actually.
I've
been meaning to watch it for a while.
That is like a reserved, fun Adam Driver. And all I'm watching, I'm thinking, just let him loose, man. I want to see him just go nuts.
Quick sidebar, because, it's G.I. Joe.
No one gives a crap.
Have you seen the trailer for his new Netflix movie with Scarlett Johansson? Marriage Story?
It's going to make me cry, so I don't want to watch it.
Okay.
It looks...
But you want to see it, right?
I do.
And see, this is the weird thing, because for a long time I thought, you can't make these movies anymore and sell them. But Netflix seems to be the place where the movies like that can go, where it's just a life story.
They go to directors and say, all right, do what you want.
Yeah.
It
looks good.
It's interesting.
Let's hope there's a wrestler in it.
Let's hope not. I don't want him. I don't want to watch it. Okay, so he's getting his butt reamed. And Serpicar.
Wait. I had another thought. My apologies.
Jeez. So we're not even 5 minutes into the plot.
Cobra Commander was getting his butt reamed.
Yes.
You might say that he was in need of a ditty bag.
Not just any ditty bag.
An itty bitty ditty bag.
Sounds stupid. All right, so
I want to make shirts that say itty bitty ditty bag on them now.
With P Diddy and Diddy Kong.
There's a big chin sticking out.
Just a chin.
That's right, big chin.
Have it be like it's a shirt that's wearing a shirt, and all you see is the chin and neck. You don't actually know who the head is.
The chin's in the pocket square.
Exactly. So you don't get the copyright because you don't know it's him.
That's right.
So this dude's like, you fail, and it's like, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure about many.
How long has G.I. Joe been around? It's like Cobra Commander. You've never won once.
Yeah, no. I mean, a lot of people are around for this.
It's the same as like when Krang berates Shredder, and it's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, he failed. Why are you going to him? Anyway.
He sucks. He's no good.
Anyway, that movie. I hate that we're going to have to get there. Or did we do that?
Which one?
Out of the Shadows.
Out of the Shadows?
Yeah, the second one, where Seamus is in it.
Oh, no, we haven't yet. We haven't done any Ninja Turtle movies on here yet.
I'm excited for a few Ninja Turtles, just not that one.
Because we will be covering part 2 at some point.
Yep.
And we will be covering Out of the Shadows at some point. And I don't know if there's any other Ninja Turtle ones that we can cover, but I definitely know for sure Part 2 and Out of the Shadows. So we'll be doing a double feature back to back.
Double turtle feature.
Double turtle feature.
We'll get there. That's going to be very soon.
Can I tell you a fun little thing, a little preview?
This plot, it's not important. Just want to throw that out there. We're never going to get there.
On the weekend when we were at Fighting Back, I found a wrestling Ninja Turtle. He was part of the
that
Battle
fourth
Royal.
thing? Oh, what?
He was part of the Battle Royal for Fighting Back. His name's he's a turtle. He's a wrestling turtle. Steve the Turtle Wiener is his name. That's his real name. He's going to be on an upcoming episode of the Wrestling Show. So I meet
him?
Well, I mean, if I can get him to come over, sure. He's in Jersey, I think.
I was going to say, that is a man I would have a sit-down, serious conversation with.
Well,
knowing that he's a turtle.
If you have any questions for him, please feel free to pass them along to me, and I'll ask you.
Will do.
He's great.
You've made a mistake. These questions are not going to be a professional interview question.
I think we should have him on the show to discuss the Ninja Turtle movies.
100%. I'm on board with that.
Hey, this is a commercial for patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca, where you can get early access to episodes of your favorite WrestleMedia shows, get full uncut and uncensored versions of your favorite shows, and more. Don't want to hear this commercial on your podcast anymore? Sign up at our main event tier and get these episodes ad-free. Want to hear your own commercial here instead of ours? We've got tiers for that too. Visit patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca and join the WrestleMedia revolution today.
Speaking of 80s, cartoons and nonsense. Yeah. So, and nobody backs him up. Like, Cobra Commander's like, no, you suck. And then, like, he's like, who's with me?
I believe that is his actual response. No, you suck.
Probably. And everyone's like, no, it's kind of you, bro.
It's all you, man.
And then they said, all right, you have one last chance. Steal the BET, which is basically a giant antenna. The way they describe this, like, super machine that's supposed to, like, save or destroy the world.
It's like a weather machine.
It's just a giant antenna. It's broadcast energy.
Yeah.
So a speaker.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But it's supposed to, like, affect weather, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I couldn't understand it, really.
No, it doesn't matter. The bad guys
Is it a ditty bag? I don't care, then.
You got to empty the ditty bag before using it.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So they got to go, like, we're going to go get it. And some dillhole, I have no idea what the hell his actual name is.
But you also have to understand, like, it says here on the storyline thing, because I'm trying to get a better understanding of it, it mutates people on Earth. So
is that what that does? Oh, no, they make it mutate because it broadcasts energy, so they're going to put reptile energy in it because that's a thing.
Because they're snakes, right? Because they're snake people. Do you think that the...
Oh, by the way, snake people were here before humans, and Cobra Commander's like thousands of years old.
Yeah.
Just, that's the plot. He's one of the last surviving true bloods,
right?
Because the other ones are kind of they're white skinned, whereas like snake people are blue skinned. So he's one of the last true bloods, which is why they keep him around. Why they put him in charge?
That's why they have him wear a mask.
No, that's because they altered his appearance,
right?
And then they altered it even more to basically a snake with like 3 extra eyes.
Oh, right.
Which is, if you ever wanted to know what's underneath the Cobra Commander mask, you don't need to.
It's not important.
Not important.
That's why we kept it covered.
So anyway, Dillhole, I don't know, like the brother of the leader, it doesn't matter.
Is the dill hole a hole that is in the dilly bag?
What is the illy billy tilly bag?
The illy billy itty bitty itty bitty tilly. Oh my
illy
God,
billy
I don't
dilly
even know
bag.
anymore.
Illy billy dilly bag.
Okay.
That's what the back of the shirt says.
Now I want a dilly bar from Dairy Queen. Thank you very much.
Don't know what that is.
What?
So movie.
It's a little ice cream, chocolate coated ice cream circle on a stick.
Oh, I called it an ice cream sandwich on a stick.
It's not a sandwich though. An ice cream sandwich is ice cream with cookie bread.
It's a coated. Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I got you now.
It's like a dip cone, but on a stick.
It's circle.
That's right. It's circular.
Fantastic.
And dilly bar.
So they steal the BET all because this guy just wanted to get some booty.
I can't. Oh my God, that is just such a fantastic line, because all I can picture is like they steal BET, and every time when you say that, I think they're going down to steal like black entertainment television.
That's why I keep calling it the BET, because it makes it so much better. But anyway, yeah, he brings this floozy in, and turns out, she's working with Cobra, because of course she is.
Well,
don't bring anybody into a military base that most of the time it's a traitor. The X-Men movies have taught me this.
Well, they're in the same universe, so they're probably at the same operating length of their brainwave.
Also, Dillhole is our main protagonist, and literally one of the first times we're introduced to him, he commits sexual harassment against one of his coworkers.
Yeah, this movie does not like women.
No, it does not. Oh, by the way, this woman that gets assaulted, she falls for him.
Of course she does.
80s.
Yikes.
Anyway, so they steal the BET. Then it's revealed, Galabtus is the true leader of Cobra, and he's wanting to turn everybody into snakes. It's stupid. Yeah. And then
bring it back to their roots.
And then
their snake roots.
Who knows? Snakes could fall from trees. In this world, anything's possible.
Yes.
So obviously, G.I. Joe goes in, infiltrate the base, and like, haha! What did they go? Go, Joe! And then
Yo, Joe.
You have got to be freaking kidding me. What?
It's Yo, Joe. Yo, Joe.
That can't,
I'm fairly certain
that
it's Yo,
can't
Joe.
be.
Okay, hold on. Now we're gonna look this up. But I'm fairly certain it's Yo, Joe.
It's terrible.
Yo, Joe or Go, Joe. I mean, it is the 80s.
And then Google comes up and says,
there we go. Okay, listen, I'm on an actual forum on Superhero Hype.
I was thinking
Yo, Joe versus Go, Joe. What's going on?
I was thinking Google would pop up and say, it's a dojo, you moron.
Okay, let's take a look and see here.
While you do that, let me just... you do research, and I'll just wrap up this real quick.
Okay.
So, big-ass snake guy goes, and just, like, rains down terror on everybody. And a dude gets stabbed with a snake. He takes the snake out, it hardens, looks like a spear, tosses it, and it hits the dude in the heart. He's not dead. They make it a point to tell you he's not dead. Because, I don't know, the show's still going on. They don't want to kill off their main character or whatever and introduce us to the brand new...
Unlike Transformers that had the cojones to kill off their major character in their movie.
Did you think that's the reason why? Because they had a major... not flashback, what do I want? Pushback. They had a major pushback, the Transformers series, after they killed Optimus Prime and tried to put in all new characters.
I mean...
So if G.I. Joe came out afterwards...
But to be fair, I mean, that was only a year. This G.I. Joe was only a year after the Transformers movie. It would have been really quick.
But here's the thing. He died. Like, he gets a snake through the heart, and really the only way he's not dead is there's an ADR line where he says, he's in a coma. That's the only way we know he's not dead. So
it's... You know what, maybe.
It's easy, just pause the animation, let somebody record it, continue animation.
Okay, quick update on the Gojo versus Yojo debate, which has yielded some very strange fruit. There's a website called yojo.com. Now, it's not necessarily anything official, but apparently it seems to be like an age thing. Like some older people seem to remember it as Yojo, and younger people seem to remember it as Gojo, which kind of makes sense for you and I, because, you know, I'm a little bit older, and I'm like, yeah, it's Yo-Joe. And you're like, no, it's Gojo. So maybe we can get our listeners to weigh in on this.
That is going to be the weirdest ass poll to come up at WrestleMedia Facebook page. Find WrestleMedia on Facebook, Twitter, and all your social media gadgets by visiting WrestleMedia.ca.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I found out what Cobra Commander actually yells to Snake a Fur.
Oh, okay. Which is...
The fault, most Imperial Serpentor. His name's Serpentor.
Right.
Lies not within us, but within you. Your leadership has been pompous, pusillanimous, and pathetic. So he actually had a little more alliteration than I did. You fool! Oh, he also says fool. He says that a few times. It's great. The voice actor is fantastic.
Which we've already established is Christopher Miller or whatever.
Dude, you did great. I'm sorry you don't get more. It's oh my god, his name. So this giant snake thing that's like the leader of everything is called Globulus.
Yeah, Globulus.
Globulus.
Yeah.
But he looks even dumber. Seriously, if it wasn't for, what's his name again? The actor? One who sells it? Maurice? What was it? Remind me? My brain's farting.
The big name actor?
Yeah.
Meredith Burgess.
Burgess Meredith. You also screwed it up, so I don't feel as bad. So Burgess Meredith sells this real stupid character.
I want everybody to know something. Despite prior episodes, I don't think Drew has had any alcoholic beverages today.
Not today.
I had half a glass of wine last night to celebrate my anniversary.
Hey.
But I think it's just, I think this movie made us dumber. I literally think this movie made us stupider.
You think Hobbs and Shaw brought us down?
No, man.
Let me tell you.
Hobbs and Shaw is Schindler's List compared to G.I. Joe, the movie.
Anyway,
I like how things got really quiet there.
Well, it's just like,
for a
there's
moment.
nothing else.
Was it that controversial of a statement?
No,
I'm
no.
sorry.
There's just nothing to add. So BET, the Joes get it back, and they look up at the stars and say, my brother, I will make you proud even though you're not dead. Seriously, the movie was made so he would die, and there's just one line where they say, he's not dead.
Yeah. Well, okay, so with all of that out of the way, what did you think of it, Drew?
Oh, I had a blast.
What do you rate it?
Mid-card.
Okay.
Because it's short.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Mm-hmm. But while it's very stupid, it's also very cool, with the voice actors delivering a performance, people dedicated to what they're saying, even though what they're saying is childhood drivel,
Right.
and the animators giving a crap. The action sequences are phenomenal. There's not really a break in animation. It's the 80s, so you have to keep that in mind. You're not going to get a Pixar animated feature.
Okay.
But if you think about it, with the motions that are going on and the hand-drawn actions, the legit blood that comes out of this movie... there's legit blood in a G-rated movie. It was fantastic.
It was the 80s.
It was the 80s. This is the perfect wrestling gimmick movie.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, stupid names, stupid costumes, but they're selling it like it's legitimate.
All right. I see your point there. I don't agree, but I see your point. Here's the thing. There is some fun stuff about this movie in the so bad that it's laughable kind of way, but I don't think there's enough there for me to enjoy it and offer a recommendation. So I'm going to put it as a jobber. It's a jobber movie for me.
Not even a one-time?
No, I don't know. I would tell people, unless you're either a really big G.I. Joe fan or you really like movies that are so bad that they're good, and you have a lot of people with you. This is not a movie that you can sit back and just enjoy on your own. I think this is what you need to see with people.
I did.
I'm glad you did.
I had a blast watching this on my own. I had to pause and rewind so many moments because I thought, there's no way he said that, or I have to hear that line again.
Diddy bag.
Diddy bag, and just everything the Cobra Commander said.
I'm glad you liked it, man. Like I ain't gonna hate on you for it. I mean, yo, Joe, but
That's so...
it was not for me at all. But hey, you know what? Maybe it's for you. Maybe you have fond memories of G.I. Joe the movie. Please let us know. As Drew said, we have social media, so you can do it there.
Oh, by the way, Wrestling Connection, Sergeant Slaughter. I think we forgot to do the question.
We totally did forgot to do the question. You want to do it now?
Yeah, sure. What the heck?
We have a very important question that we should have asked a while ago, but we didn't. Drew.
Itty bitty dilly billy bag. Does this have to do with professional wrestling?
All right, there it is, and we all know it's Sergeant Slaughter.
All right, moving on. Continue your plug.
Thank you. If you liked the movie or you didn't like it, or maybe there's something that we missed about it that we should have talked about, let us know via our social media. We can also contact us. We have an official contact us page at WrestleMedia.ca, and while you're there, you can sign up for our newsletter, which comes to you free every Sunday. It gives you all the highlights of the week of WrestleMedia, plus you can enter in some cool contests or get some extra content. And hey, speaking of extra content, Drew, coming up for our patrons in the patron portion, we're going to talk about some fun facts. We're going to try to maybe make some guesses about some box office numbers and some critics, how they felt about the movie, and maybe some other things. You're going to have a challenge for the patrons as well, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. I have a challenge set up, and I just have... For the patrons, you will get my favorite Sergeant Slaughter line of the movie.
Great.
It was not itty billy dilly bag. I don't even remember what the original word is anymore. We've butchered it so many times. But there's just such a slaughter moment in this movie.
This movie was a slaughter for a lot of careers. And you know what?
And you can't spell slaughter without laughter.
Sadly, he is right about that. And if you want some of that slaughterious laughter, I know that's not a word, don't tweet me, you can do it by signing up at patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca, where you can get extra content like Drew and I talking about Sergeant Slaughter, or you can get the episode early. And they didn't really happen this week, but hey, you know what? Life happens and we get busy, okay? Or you can get extra bonus shows, stuff like our quick picks or watch along Wednesdays, or who knows all the other crazy stuff that's swimming around in my head. You can get it all for just a few ducats in the bucket each and every single month at patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca. Of course, we are going to be on the road eventually. We're working on a few dates right now for September. We just finished up an incredible run in Toronto, Kingston, and Ottawa. But now we're looking at some other places for the month of September. So keep your eyes peeled to the On the Road section of WrestleMedia.ca for more there. And hey, maybe people don't like just listening to us, Drew. Maybe they like to have a visual when they're listening to us. So
We have gorgeous faces.
we do. And if you want to stare at those faces while we talk about Sergeant Slaughter, please do so by visiting our YouTube channel at, just search YouTube for WrestleMedia.ca. We'll show up there. And please subscribe. We just hit 50 subscribers, which I'm excited about. I'd like to see more.
Well, now you've just promised that there's got to be some sort of Sergeant Slaughter content.
Well, if they're listening to the show, we do have YouTube versions of all our podcasts.
Oh, okay.
So people can do that as well. But also, we've got shows like Package Pile Driver and our road trip videos. And I'm working on a couple of other things in the back pocket as well. So I'm sure I'll be dead by the end of the year. But, at least you'll have some quality entertainment. So, you'll have to cart me off in a dilly bag, though. I hope you're okay with that.
How big of a dilly bag?
An itty-bitty dilly bag. There we go. I don't think there's anything else for us to talk about, at least for free anyway. So, shall we wrap it up?
I think so.
All right, then. For WrestleMedia, I'm at Adam Conta.
That's Sir F word.
And when it comes to G.I. Joe, the movie, that's an order, or a salute, or a rap. I don't even know anymore.
It's an itty-bitty dilly bag.
That's what it is.
This has been a presentation of WrestleMedia, where everything is wrestling and wrestling is everything.
Here's what you're missing out on right now over at patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca.
Sergeant Slaughter finds this dude. IMDb is telling me it's Nemesis Enforcer, so I'm going to go by that.
What a great name.
That's a villain right there.
Nemesis Enforcer.
Can you imagine WCW having a heel called Nemesis Enforcer?
Well, Arn Anderson was the enforcer.
There you go.
For Horsemen.
There you go.
And he was the nemesis for many a wrestler.
He was on the Genesis video game, so he was the Genesis Nemesis Enforcer. Yeah, possibly. I didn't play many video games.
Was WCW Super Brawl ever released for the Genesis? Now
You're the one with the computer.
I'm going to fall down a rabbit hole.
You
now.
do the
Let's
rabbit
go
hole.
Look. All right. So for those of you curious about the Arn Anderson Genesis thread that we've unfortunately unraveled here, the only WCW video game to be released for the 16-bit systems was WCW Super Brawl on the Super Nintendo. So it wasn't on the Genesis. Even if it was,
however,
Arn Anderson is not on the roster. He's not in the game.
However,
they
were not on the Genesis, so they were on the Nemesis of the Genesis. So still the Nemesis Enforcer still counts. Except he wasn't in it, so that kind of just throws everything.
So stupid that it makes complete sense for this review. Want more? Sign up now at patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca.